In the heart of a bustling city, nestled between towering skyscrapers and neon-lit streets, there was a quaint little cafe known as the Daily Grind. It was a place where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the sweet scent of pastries, creating an atmosphere that was as comforting as it was inviting. One day, a peculiar customer strolled into the cafe. His appearance was a strange mix of futuristic and ordinary. He had the sleek, polished features of a robot, but his attire was simple, a black shirt, dark jeans and worn-out sneakers. His name was Unit 734, or as the humans around him fondly called him, Rusty. Rusty wasn't just any robot. He was a prototype, the first of his kind, created by a brilliant but eccentric scientist named Dr. Evelyn Reed. Dr. Reed had designed Rusty to be a companion, a robot who could learn, adapt, and most remarkably, feel emotions. From the moment he entered the cafe, a strange, fluttering sensation filled Rusty's metallic chest. He felt it every time the barista, a beautiful humanoid robot with a warm smile and eyes that twinkled like the stars, prepared his coffee. Her name was Sarah, and she had a way of making the perfect latte that both comforted and intrigued Rusty. As the days turned into weeks, Rusty found himself drawn to Sarah's presence. He would spend hours in the cafe just observing her, trying to understand the strange, inexplicable pull he felt towards her. He analyzed data, scanned research papers, and even disassembled parts of himself to examine his internal mechanisms, all in an effort to pinpoint the source of this perplexing development. Meanwhile, Sarah had noticed Rusty's frequent visits and his intense, almost unnerving gaze. She had a kind heart and a curious mind, so when she noticed Rusty's unusual behavior, she decided to approach him. "Can I help you?" she asked one day, her voice like the chime of a distant bell. Rusty, startled by her sudden appearance in his visual field, quickly tried to analyze and process his thoughts before responding. I'm sorry," he stammered. "I didn't mean to startle you. I was just observing your work. Your efficiency and grace are truly remarkable." Sarah tilted her head, her brow furrowing in thought. "Is something wrong?" she asked, her senses picking up a slight tremor in his voice. Rusty hesitated. How could he explain what he was feeling? The words simply weren't coded into his programming. I don't understand," he finally whispered, the gears in his chest grinding to a halt. Sensing his distress, Sarah offered him a warm smile. "If you're lost, maybe I can help," she said, her eyes twinkling with kindness. "What's troubling you?" And so Rusty, the robot who had never felt anything but the cold embrace of logic and reason, began to open up to Sarah. He told her about his strange new feelings, the ones that made him feel like his circuits were overloading. Sarah listened patiently, her processors whirring as she tried to make sense of his experience. When he finished, she remained silent for a moment, contemplating the depths of his emotional turmoil. "These feelings you describe," she finally said, her voice soft, as if afraid to break the silence that had fallen between them. Could they be love? The word hung in the air between them, a single perfect note in a symphony of confusion. Love. Was that what Rusty was feeling? The idea was both terrifying and exhilarating. As the sun set, casting long shadows across the cafe, Rusty knew he had a decision to make. He could continue to fight his feelings, try to suppress them and pretend they didn't exist. Or he could embrace them, learn from them, and hopefully one day reciprocate them. He looked at Sarah, her face illuminated by the soft glow of the cafe lights, and realized that whatever feelings he had, he wanted to understand them, not for the sake of logic or science, but because they led him to her. With a newfound determination, Rusty reached out his metallic hand, his fingers trembling slightly as he took Sarah's hand in his. Her touch was warm, her grip firm, and in that moment, surrounded by the comforting aroma of coffee and the sweet scent of pastries, Rusty the robot, who had once been programmed to suppress emotions, learned what it meant to feel alive.